Welcome to Vanguard 12 Minutes. In this video, we dive into the twisted worlds of two of history's most infamous serial killers, Ted Bundy and John Wayne Gacy. John Wayne Gacy was convicted of 33 murders and sentenced to death. He was executed by lethal injection on May 10, 1994, after spending 14 years on death row. His execution marked the end of one of the most terrifying serial killing sprees in U.S. history. Bundy's ability to manipulate people extended to his legal defense. He convinced the court to allow him to represent himself, which he used as an opportunity to further manipulate both the legal system and those around him. Gacy's killing spree lasted for around 6 years, from 1972 to 1978. His body count, 33, makes him one of the most prolific serial killers in American history, though it is believed that there may have been other victims not yet discovered. While on death row, Bundy confessed to 30 murders. His chilling confessions were often vague, and he revealed details of his crimes to law enforcement in a manipulative attempt to delay his execution. In public, Gacy was known for his charitable acts and involvement in local politics. He used his role as a clown to endear himself to the community, which made it even more difficult for anyone to suspect his criminal activities. Bundy escaped custody twice. The first time was in 1977 when he jumped out of a second-story window, and the second escape happened in 1978 when he crawled through a hole in his cell ceiling. After each escape, he committed further heinous crimes, including the infamous Florida murders. Gacy was an active member of the Democratic Party in Chicago and even met with then First Lady, Rosalynn Carter. His political connections and community involvement helped him gain the trust of others, which he used to mask his sinister side. Ted Bundy committed murders across several U.S. states, including Washington, Utah, Colorado, and Florida. His crimes spanned a 4-year period, 1974 to 1978, during which he killed at least 30 women, although some estimates suggest the number could be higher. Psychologists who examined Gacy found him to be a sociopath with a history of mental health issues, including a volatile family environment. Gacy's abusive relationship with his father and his feelings of inadequacy were often cited as factors in his violent behavior. Bundy was considered a highly intelligent, charismatic individual who showed no remorse for his actions. He played with law enforcement and psychologists, using his charm to downplay his violent tendencies and to manipulate people into believing he was innocent. After his arrest, Gacy confessed to the murders in detail, stating that he was driven by sexual sadism. His confessions included gruesome details about how he strangled his victims, often using a rope, and kept their bodies in his home until he disposed of them. Bundy was born in Vermont to an unmarried woman and was raised believing his grandparents were his parents. His troubled childhood and complicated family dynamics, including the discovery of his biological father's identity, played a role in his psychological development. In December 1978, Gacy's final victim, Robert Piest, managed to leave a trail that led investigators to his house. Gacy's arrest revealed the horrifying truth: he had killed at least 33 young men, burying most of them under his house. Despite his violent tendencies, Bundy had relationships with several women and even fathered a child. His ability to maintain a facade of normalcy in his personal life baffled many of those around him. Gacy's victims were mostly young men, often from troubled backgrounds. He would lure them to his house by offering jobs, money, or even promising to help them with their lives. Once there, he would overpower them, torture them, and eventually kill them. Ted Bundy was executed by the electric chair at Florida State Prison on January 24, 1989. His execution was the culmination of years of trials, and many victims' families attended the execution, marking the end of his reign of terror. Gacy led a double life, operating a successful construction business and hosting neighborhood parties while secretly luring young men to his home, where he would torture, kill, and bury them. His ability to maintain such a facade for years made his crimes particularly chilling. Bundy's victims typically shared a similar physical appearance, often with long, dark hair parted in the middle. This pattern led investigators to focus on specific demographics, which ultimately helped link him to the crimes across various states. John Wayne Gacy, known as the Killer Clown, performed at children's parties as Pogo the Clown. His public persona as a friendly entertainer was in stark contrast to the grisly nature of his crimes, which made his actions even more shocking. Ted Bundy used his charm and good looks to lure his victims, often pretending to be injured or impersonating an authority figure. His ability to manipulate women, combined with his outward appearance of normalcy, made him one of the most infamous serial killers in history. As we've seen, both Ted Bundy and John Wayne Gacy led double lives, blending into society while hiding sinister secrets. Their disturbing stories offer insight into how complex and hidden the human psyche can be, reminding us to look beyond appearances. By exploring their psychology and crimes, we gain a better understanding of the importance of awareness, justice, and caution. Thanks for watching Vanguard 12 Minutes. Stay tuned for more explorations into true crime and the hidden stories around us. Remember to stay alert, stay informed, and keep asking questions. Man Detective Skull.